The Batman. The Batman trailer is finally here. 2.5 minutes of footage presents a nightmarish new take on Gotham and the Dark Knight. Only 25% of movie has been shot, according to the director. Matt Reeves said during the DC Fandom digital event. Batman reboot explores the early days of Cape Crusader's career, about 2 years into it, and focuses on a young Bruce Wayne who is haunted by his past, as well as new villain who leaves victim all over the city for him. We see in the new trailer as the Batman is haunted by a serial killer who is leaving him letters at every crime scene, testing that the movie will feel more like a detective story than a usual action take. The trailer also gives us the first look on several villains, including Penguin, Catwoman, and a gang that seems to be a callback from a group first introduced in an animated series. While the trailer makes quite few things clear about this new Batman movie universe, there are few lingering questions left in the promo. So, we are going to break down the trailer to see what real Batman would be like. And if there is some spot in trailer that we missed on, please let us know in the comments below. The trailer kicks off the character revealing right away the first look at the Batman's version of the Riddler. At least I am pretty sure that's him. The Riddle obsessed villain isn't really known to wear a full mask with the glasses over it. But as you see through the trailer, this movie seems to play extended fever drama full of grotesque bodies seems against almost overbreaking dark Gotham City. This is the perfect version for the new take on Riddler, who seems more like a serial killer than a grinding megamaniac. We know from the comics, video games, and the Batman Forever. In fact, Paul Dano's Riddler looks far opposite than Jim Carrey as you can get. The trailer definitely sets up the Riddler as the main villain of the piece. A killer obsessed to the Batman by leaving behind crops and messages for the Dark Knight at his crime scene. In the trailer, we see one such victim with his face wrapped up with tapes written over it, "No more lies." Uncovering a lie seems to be a major part of the movie, as it's a message sent by Riddler to Batman several times in the trailer. It suggests that Riddler knows something about the Cape Crusader that no one else does. Does the villain knows the Bruce Wayne is the masked vigilante? Or does the lie runs more deeper than we think? The fact that the Joker movie also deals with the idea of Wayne's family hidden past. In that case, Tom Wayne's may have illegitimate son, and that this movie could have at least one potential connection to the last year taxi driver inspired character. Peace makes me think that Riddler knows a secret about Bruce Wayne. The Riddler, who seems to be speaking to Batman throughout the video, tells the Dark Knight, and at the end of the trailer, he says he is a part of this. Meaning, whatever villain is doing was designed to punish Bruce Wayne. Reeve has said that this take on Batman is more of a detective story than an action movie, and this trailer definitely delivers on his promise. We see Jeffrey Wright James Gordon investigating the crime scene the Riddler leaves behind at the start of the trailer, while a forensic team takes photographs and gathers other evidence. One piece of evidence is a green envelope left behind for Batman, inside with a card of Riddle that I can't quite make out. We also see that the Riddler has also picked up a few things from the Zodiac Killer's book of riddles, as he leaves behind a code for the bat to crack. A blink and you will miss it. A shot of a newspaper at the crime scene, which gives fan a peek on Dark Knight and the long Halloween. A nice Easter egg. We already knew John was set up to play a crime boss, Carmine Falcon, in the movie. But now we know Salvatore Manori also exists in this universe and has been busted for transporting drugs. Was Manori one of Batman's early targets? Maybe we will find out. Here's an excellent look at what the top half of new Batman suit looks like. It's pretty much a suit of an armor, although the cowl and the cape seems to be made of leather. And as we already knew, the bat suit has a collar, which is a pretty neat addition to usual suit design from the movies. The scene also confirms that within a year or two, Batman is already in a good terms with Gotham and GCPD. Although something tells me the relation is not going to be good for a pretty long time. I have no idea who this is, but I'm gonna guess this is Batman's new version of Lobe, the corrupt head of police which preceded Gordon. Since the movie is getting a GCPD-centric spin HBO about the corruption inside the police force, I'm going to assume this is a version of LeBay, power-hungry chief introduced. We also get to take a look on new Batcave, which is minimalistic as the Dark Knight's secret lair can get. In fact, it looks like a garage, then a secret underground science lab, high-tech surveillance station. It also looks like this version of Bruce Wayne spends more time working on his Batmobile than on his computer. Can you even call that a Batcomputer? It looks like a workbench with dual monitor PC setup. Does this dude even get Wi-Fi inside? Bruce is at someone's funeral for someone I don't recognize. When a car comes crashing through the church, inside seems to be a man with a bomb and a letter for Batman strapped on his chest. Does Riddler knows Batman is attending this funeral? Or he thinks that this could shock Batman up? Either ways, we also get our best look at Partisans as Bruce Wayne. It is interesting to see a new version of Bruce Wayne who does not has a silky black billionaire hair. Instead, he wears more of an emo sleek. We also get our first look at Zoe and Selina doing what she does best, stealing. Matt Reeves said during DC Fandom, this version of Selina has quite morphed into a Catwoman at the start of the film, instead still being shaped into the master thief we know and love. The trailer shows us a brief of Selina taking on Batman, suggesting the character will be on odds with each other in the movie. But this could be a start of love and hate relationship what we have seen in the past. This should be interesting. We also get to see Colin's incredible transformation into a scared Oswald Cobblepot. He's still working in the movie to become a crime leader. He's not yet the powerful crime lord like Penguin, but it sure seems like he's causing a lot of havoc in Batman's movie. Here is why I mentioned that the Joker is connected earlier. The gang of face-painted goons that challenges Batman in the trailer sure looks inspired by a clown prince of crime. My initial reaction was, as Batman was fighting the Jokers, the Joker's worshipping gang introduced in the Batman's Beyond animated series, but what if these guys were actually inspired by Arthur? Arthur has a cult following around him, in spite the fact that he is a murderer. Quite a people has bite his point. His followers who have done their own clown makeup and mask sees Arthur as someone who is fighting for injustice in a corrupted city, where the rich has it all and the poor has nothing. It wouldn't be surprising to see Arthur has become a symbol inspiring the next generation to go on the streets. I know Warner Brothers has said that both Batman and Joker exist in their own universe, but I wouldn't be surprised if the studio was suddenly anxious to tie these two movies together after the massive success of Joker. If Pattinson ever does takes on the Joker, you can beat massive success. Anyways, eventually we saw Batman beating up every shit out of that clown, and that's a bit much. While Batman and GCPD seems to be on good terms at the start of the trailer, things have certainly taken a U-turn later. We first see Batman getting interrogated by a room full of cops and then escaping the building while police officers are shooting at him. Whoa. Then in the second shot, it is a recreation from a famous panel from 1 year where Dark Knight seems escaping in a bended building surrounded by GCPD with the help of swarms of bats. A scene that was also inspired an action sequels of Christopher Nolan's Batman Begins. Why are Bats and GCPD suddenly at odds? It's impossible that it's a part of a Riddler's plan to destroy Batman. Has the villain framed the Dark Knight for something? Or has the Batman gone too far in search of justice? The new Batmobile is from the front till the center and at the tail till the end of the trailer. It's a very cool, surprising, and realistic take on Batmobile, unlike what we have seen in the past movies. The muscle car is definitely something what Batman would love to work in his Batcave. Finally, we got a look at beaten down, snot crowd man who looks more troubled than any other Bruce Wayne before. Pattinson's as Bruce Wayne almost look more inspired by The Crow. It definitely looks like he's taking the character to a new direction. We can only find out when the Batman releases on 1st of October 2021. Till then, if you like our video and our hard work behind it, we'd ask you to like and share this with your friends and family so they get aware of new Batman. And if you are new to our channel, please don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell icon to get all the latest videos notified on your phone. Till then, I am Batman.